What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Also, go ahead and like this video. Please, you guys, it helps support your girl and helps my channel grow. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So, you guys, whew, raising Kanan. First of all, raising Kanan is like seriously my favorite power spinoff. It is my favorite power spinoff to date. I think it's the best spinoff. I think the writing, I think the acting, the storytelling is by far the best of spinoffs for Power, not including the original, but strictly spinoffs. Raising Kanan is my favorite. So I was thrilled. I was more than thrilled and excited for this series to come back on TV. I was just so freaking excited. Just a heads up, you guys, I'm a little tired. I'm not feeling that great, so bear with me if I seem off or if I takes me a minute to process things. Just give me a second. Just bear with me, y'all. And y'all know me, I have my handy dandy notes. So I will be definitely looking at those throughout my review and recap because I want to deliver you guys the most accurate information for this recap. So let's get it started because we have some things to talk about, y'all. We have some things to discuss, honey. So the episode picks up where we left off last season. You know what I mean? The block was hot last season. Rock had her only son kill not only a cop, his father. So, it was crazy. So she had Symphony drive Kanan up to Virginia to stay with some relatives in the meantime until things cool down and the block isn't so hot. So she's in Virginia, coming to get Kanan. But, Kanan is not really trying to leave. Like, he does not want to leave Virginia. You know what I mean? Like, we see him packing his bags, and I'm going to assume it's his cousins. So we're just going to say cousins. His younger cousins, they think New York is cool. And they want to switch places, really. But Kanan's like, nah, I wish I could stay with y'all. Like, New York is overrated. Like, it's not what you think it is. It comes with a lot of drama. Out here is more chill, calm, cool, collected. Like, he wants to freaking stay. And y'all, what pissed me off is when Rock was in the kitchen with her, I'm assuming her cousin. We're going to say cousin. When Rock was in the kitchen with her cousin, right? Her cousin was like, look, Kanan wants to stay. I can enroll him in high school. We can do this. We can do that. Like, this is a good and safe space for him. Rock was like, no, wherever I go, my son go. I'm getting sick of Rock. Like, I went from loving her to, I don't want to say hate, but I strongly dislike her now because I'm really starting to see her flaws and truly see them for what it is. Like, it is she Rock baby. Rock is a selfish, extremely selfish person. And I think it's going to come back and bite her in the ass, whether it's with Kanan, whether it's with her brothers. She's just selfish. And it is so upsetting because because we watch Power, right? The original, we know what Kanan grows up to be. We know what becomes of him. So it's really sad to see that he literally could have had a different life. Like, Rock's selfishness in her decision to take him back to New York quite literally changed the trajectory of his life. And I know it's a TV show, but that scares me when it comes to life and decision making and things like that. Like, literally, choices that we make can literally change our life in the path that we go on. So it's wild to see it I don't really understand the character development with Raquel because last season, we all know that she wanted him to go to that nice fancy school, right? She fought hard, hard, hard for him to not be in the life. Okay, so you give in and let him be a part of the family business. But in all actuality, it was only a few months that he was in it. Like, I don't understand how she is now like, well, no, you're going to stay in it, even though he doesn't want to. It seems very drastic compared to how she was last season versus this season. So I don't know what changed. I'm not sure if it's a power thing. She feels like now she can manipulate her child. I don't really know what the hell it is, but I don't understand it. Raquel, you're on my shit list. I'm very irritated by you and how you effed up Kanan's life, basically. Shit. So next we have Detective Howard, y'all. He is being discharged from the hospital. Not only did he survive the gunshot wound and all that stuff, but he was also able to find a match in order to do the bone marrow transfer. So it was just he just got pure luck. He is literally a medical miracle, as they call it. But he did say something about missing a ring. And I'm just like, is this ring important? Like, is it gonna come back up later? Y'all just remember that he was missing a ring. So I don't know if it's important or if it's a throwaway, but keep that in your mind. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Some technical difficulties here. Un momento. Let me see. All right, let's push through. So we see Detective Burke, right? She's talking to the doctor, just trying to get information, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, Heffa, this is a miracle. Like, what the heck? And he tells her that, like, look, he's gonna have some memory loss. Like he doesn't remember that night. He doesn't remember certain things. And she's questioning the doctor, like, okay, like you believe him? And he's like, why would I not believe him? So Burke is obviously still on Howard's tail. She still does not buy what he's saying. Like her spidey senses are kicking in, and she's just like, this shit don't seem right. It's a whole thing. And I have a prediction, and we said it last night on Lamont's channel. I do think Burke is going to end up hurt or dead by the end of the season. I think by the end of the season. Everyone else on the panel thought not this season, like next season or something. I think she's going to get got or at least harmed this season because she's just digging and she's sticking her nose where it doesn't belong. And I get it. She's an officer. That's part of her job, obviously, is to investigate. So I get it. But we know what happens to these characters who want to go the extra mile, who want to investigate, who want to do the digging, who want to do, we know they usually end up okay. So I predict that she's going to be a goner by the end of the season. Y'all tell me what you think. Um let's see. So Lulu, Lord. Lulu and Jessica. First of all, I love Lulu. I freaking love Lulu. That's my baby Zaddy. I love him. I freaking love him. But them two together is just toxic at this point. So they're arguing per usual. They're basically arguing about Famous's, rap career. And I guess his second song flopped and nobody's really feeling his music right now. And apparently he's been getting high and hasn't been productive. And he's just been lazy and not working on his music. So Lulu's like, look, Heifer, if your brother don't believe in himself and is not going to work hard, why am I going to work hard for his career and his dreams and put money behind him if he's not busting his ass to do it? So I understand what Lulu was talking about. So they argue as they go their separate ways. Lulu runs into this new love interest, another Spanish fish, another Boricua. No shade. I love my Puerto Ricans. I do. Ooh. But I just feel like it's repetitive. Like he just had a Puerto Rican love interest. Why are you guys gonna give him a new love interest and she's like the same, like she appears to be the same ethnicity and race. I just think it's like, I would have liked to seen him with another. I mean, a sister, a black girl, and y'all. I don't care about who you date. I've dated outside my race. I don't really give a shit about all that. But it's just for TV purposes, for imagery, for I can't even think of the other word I want to use, but representation. It just would have been nice, would have been nice. But anyway, he runs into the fake Cassie, as Lamont said. Um, he scares the shit out of her. Basically, she's like, "What the fuck?" She took out her pepper spray. But he told her, like, "Look, sis, I own a record company and I think you should come by and sing for me." Now, I will say this, y'all. In my personal opinion, she sounded good when she was in the car. However, when they got into the studio, I wasn't feeling it. It was giving me Mickey Mouse Club. It was giving me very much so like auto tune. Like I didn't like that her sound in the studio, but in the car, she sounded better to me. That's just my personal opinion. Um, what's next? What's next? Um, okay. Kanan and Rock are in the car on their way back to New York, and he is shook about, what happened with Detective Howard. Like he is scared. Um and Rock tells him to calm down. Like so basically Rock lets him know that Howard survived and he's awake and all this stuff, but she's like, "Don't worry, calm down. Like I've been keeping an eye out on him. He doesn't have his memory. He doesn't remember that night. He barely remembers his own name." I was like, "Bitch, all right. You're reaching. You're reaching." So he's freaking out, and I don't blame Kanan. He was like, "What if he see me and he fucking remembered?" Like, hello, Rob, you're being dumb. You're being dumb. You should have left Kanan's ass in mother freaking Virginia. But again, it's a show, so we need Kanan. He's the main character, so I get it. But yeah, he's freaking out, and I completely understand why he's freaking out. So we see Marvin coming out of the courthouse. We see him and his lawyer. Basically, remember last season, he got charged with whatever he got charged with. Remember when Tony was trying to set him up? So he was arrested, all that good stuff. So basically, his options are community service, picking up trash. He said, "I'm gonna be picking up trash in fucking Times Square." I didn't sign up for this shit. Thought that was funny. Or anger management classes. So he opted for anger management. The lawyer said, "I might be able to work something out where you just have to come and sign your name and leave." So he's like, "All right, bet, say less." But we all know that does not happen. Um, let's see. So Detective Burke takes Detective Howard home, to make sure he's good. While she's at his house, she notices that he has a file on Kanan. Sorry for the background noise, you guys. Someone's car is going off. Someone's car alarm. If y'all can hear it. Anyway, so she notices Kanan's police file sitting on Howard's desk. So of course she's like, that's suspect. And she's gonna grab food. She offers, him to go with her. He says no. Okay, cool. So at this point, y'all, I wasn't sure if Howard really forgot everything. But baby, when he walked towards that damn window and peeked through the window to see Burke's just movements and whatever, her getting to the car, that is when I immediately knew that ninja Ain't had no damn memory loss, and he remembered every mother trucking thing from that night. So he was trying to play it, talking all this shit. When you go toe to toe with death, or when you come close to death, you get a different outlook on life. And he was talking all that shit. Man, please. Um, let's see. So Rock and Kanan make it back to NYC, and they go to the projects. They go to the building that Rock has, taken over. And Kanan is seeing for the first time what the freak his mom has been doing. Like, this is some boss shit. She has an entire operation out of a building, and like nobody on the outside knows. Like, it's a genius idea. It's a very smart idea. So instead of being on the corners, and getting busted by the cops, she has a whole operation going on, and she's paying off people so they can be quiet. Like, it's a whole thing. It's really crazy. I'll give it to her. It was a very smart idea. So this was funny. They get into the elevator and nobody gets on with them. So Kanan's like, what the fuck? Why are you walking around here like you Princess Diana or some shit? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, like, what the freak? I just took it as she's the HBIC. They know who she is. They don't want to step on her toes. They don't want to. So let Queen Rock have the elevator, child. We'll catch the next one. That's how I took it. So let's see. Marvin is excited to see Kanan, of course. But before all the lovey-dovey hugging and stuff, he and Rock are going over the mathematics for the day. We know they always speak in code and go over the business side of things for that day. We find out they are making $75,000. $75,000, y'all. That's a lot of money, period. But especially in 1991, just because the value of the dollar was, oh my gosh, back then 75K was. So they making money, baby. They making moolah. Okay. Let's see. So Lulu is late for the meeting. It seems to be an ongoing thing because Rock was just like, okay, you're late again. Like, you know what I mean? So it seems to be an ongoing thing. There is still tension between him and Rock from last season, the season finale. We remember what happened. Once Lulu found out that Rock had her only child kill a cop, attempt to kill a cop, it just changed it for him. He wanted to get out the game. He really was shook after Rock had him kill Kanan's friend, a teenager, a little boy in his eyes. Like, he's a kid. So that effed him up. But now so we all know what happened last season. You know what I mean? So basically since then, their relationship has been not the same. It's a lot of tension. It's a lot going on between them two. And it's kind of weird to see because last season, of course, Lulu was her right-hand man. He was the one that was always reliable, dependable. He was the closest with Rock. Rock trusted him. There was no. So it's just to see where they're at now is very interesting. Let's see. What's next? So just real quick, my other baby on the show, Unique, is in prison, but he is getting out very, very soon. So Jukebox goes through some old pictures of her mother. And I don't know if y'all know, but her mom is going to come back into play. Not come back, but her mom is going to be featured on this season of Raising Kanan. And the singer/actress LaToya Luckett will be playing Juke's mom. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to incorporate her mother back into the swing of things or whatever, and see how the mom is going to react to Juke, to Marvin, how Marvin's going to react to the situation. And it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. And I'm very excited to see it. I'm really excited to see it. So they're still at the I don't know what to call it. I almost said trap house. They're still at the project building. And Rock tells her crew, like, look, she really wants to have a clean perimeter because, she does not want the other crews or unique people to be selling stuff on the corners near her business because, more police could dead her business. So she has this idea. I think she says it later, but whatever. She has this idea to get Unique's right-hand man, which is Worrell. She wants to recruit Worrell into her crew so that when Unique comes back home, he don't have shit to come back home to. No crew, no connect, all that stuff. I think this is a case of Rock thinks she knows everything. Don't get me wrong, she's obviously very smart. She is the brains behind the operation, but I don't like this idea. I think it's very risky, extremely risky, and extremely selfish. This is the same man that tried to kill your own brother. Tried to kill your own brother. Played a part in attempting to kill him. And you want to fake recruit his ass? Like, bitch, what? Not only that, it's too much of a fucking liability. He could play your ass. Unique is coming home soon. So how you not know that he's gonna play you and then go back to Unique? It just seems very risky, and I don't think it's a good idea at all. But Rock thinks she knows everything, and I think this is gonna come back and bite her in the ass. Now, in the same scene, she also tells Scrap to stop with all the gambling stuff at his mom's house. She already knows what they're about, what they do, but she wants it to stop because she doesn't want anybody from the crew to get busted. Cops will dead the business. That's a liability. So she asks him to stop. And we know how that ends. We find out that that's Scrap's vice. We all have a vice, right? So gambling is his. It even runs in the family. So it's kind of almost an addiction for him, the way I see it. Um, let's see. We see the family at Rock's house, and she is cooking a meal, baby. They about to have Sunday dinner, it looks like. And Marvin tries to talk to Jukebox, right? But she's giving him the cold shoulder. We all know what happened last season. That was that scene was pretty rough to watch. So we know what happened, and he hasn't apologized. So instead of apologizing, he doing that small talk bullshit, which I hate. Parents, especially Black parents, especially foreign parents, especially growing up back in the day, it's like they don't apologize, but they gonna be nice and try to be nice afterwards. Oh, you want something to eat, or oh, you good, or like they go, what you just went off on me for no reason, or you just did this. Like, apologize. You were dead ass wrong. But he's not gonna do that because he can't, because he don't know how to. So he just tried to make small talk with her. It appears It appears Jukebox has been staying at Rock's house for the last couple months. It appears that way. So So Rock delivers this damn Godfather speech. I swear it was a scene from the damn Godfather. We are family no matter what. I can't even do my New York accent right now, y'all. That's how tired I am. But she gives this damn fake Godfather ass speech. We're family no matter what. No matter our differences that we have, we family. Da, 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 all this shit. All right, girl. All right. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know if this is any type of foreshadow. I don't know what I'm feeling about this scene. I'm feeling something about it. But I don't know what it is, you guys. So Lulu ends up apologizing to Rock that same night. They're in the kitchen cleaning up. He apologizes to her for being late and for everything and says he's going to do better. But she's like, nigga, I've heard this before. So, she gets on him about the music thing. It's like, look, your little music career thing, your little studio shit is not making no money. So at this point, it's a hobby. Sorry, that shit was funny to me. It's a damn hobby, nigga. Okay. So until it starts making some money around these parts, you need to stop it and focus on the family business. And on one hand, I agree with her because it's like, okay, at this point, it really is a hobby. So I feel like you can't if it's a hobby, you're not making any income from it, really. You don't slack on your main job that's literally funding your life. Like, you don't slack up on your main job. I feel like I'm not saying quit the music thing. I think he should continue, but Negro, you can't slack up on your main gig. But again, his heart's not in it. So it's really tough. Again, Rock is selfish as hell. So his heart's not in it. You know what I mean? So it's a tough situation. Um, so Kanan and Jukebox are outside talking, and he lets her know that, how he's affected by the situation with Howard. And she tells him that his mom was dead ass wrong for what she did. She should have never had him do that with Howard, all that stuff. So everybody is in agreement. Like, it was effed up. Like, everybody knows it was really, really, really messed up. So out of nowhere, Detective Howard rolls up and drives by the house. And Kanan's like, this nigga is here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Like, it's not a good look. So yeah, y'all, it's not a good look. He remembers everything, damn it. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Um, let's see. Rock lets Lulu and Marvin know that she wants to take over the 40s, which is like another project building. But she wants Worrell, who him to feel like he's being stepped on and she's picking someone else over him, which she kind of is. I'm not really sure if it's for any other reason besides her game plan, but I'm sure regardless, she does not want Scrap to know or take it personal, etc. I see that being a problem. You guys, I don't like what they're doing with Scrap. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. I don't have a picture of him, but I'm nervous for my buddy Scrap. And I don't like what they're doing because I feel like he went through a lot last season. Like, one, he was a loyal soldier the whole time. They didn't beat the hell out of him to the point where he lost an eye. So it's like this nigga went through all of this shit and you're about to low key turn on him. I don't like it, y'all. So during the gambling night, Scrap continued to have his gambling session at his mom's crib. Why? Because it's an addiction, okay? And that is his vice, but it's his addiction. So all the gambling stuff happened at the mama's crib. Y'all want some chicken? Y'all want something to eat? Mama, listen, it's hereditary, right? Addiction is hereditary, you guys. It can pass down, which is really scary. All of a sudden, baby, the feds are coming knocking. So they busted the situation up, came, arrested them. No clue how this happened. No clue. Was it an inside job? I don't know. How did they find out? This seems like an awful coincidence. It just seems very odd. So it's not a good look. This is not a good look. Rock literally told him to stop. He didn't, and he got busted, which means now he's with the feds, which means now he's on the feds' radar. And this is what Rock does not want because Scrap is a main part of her crew. If they were to start following him or if he's on the radar, it might only be a period of time, a short amount of time before Rock and Marvin and Lulu start to become on the feds' radar. So it's very, it ain't good. Let's just say that, y'all. It is not a good look. And I am very, very, very nervous for my boy Scrap. So speaking of him, at the precinct, Detective Howard was there and he spotted Scrap and his mom talking to another officer. So I feel like he's like, okay, he knows something is up now with the crew. Like, he knows something was up with Raquel and something's up. Let's see. So Rock, Kanan, and Symphony, honey, they meet up at a diner. Ooh, Symphony is so damn fine. Basically, they're just thanking him for how he helped Kanan and drove Kanan to Virginia, and she's just super thankful. Kanan was there as well, so he was saying his thank yous and all that. It's clear that there is still chemistry between these two, but I just feel like Rock is just such an asshole and she's so selfish that, I feel like Symphony is not really gonna be effing with her right now. I feel like they will get back together or they will hook up again or whatever, whatever, hook up or get back together will happen later down the road. But for right now, I think the wound is a little bit too fresh. And I think Symphony is over Rock and her BS. Ooh, that rhymed. Ooh, chicka chicka. That rhymed, y'all. Um, He also tells her that, he had a conversation with Kanan and that boy is scared, honey. That boy was scared. He was shook. He did not want to do this shit. Like, he is extremely frightened. Like, you need to talk to him. And of course, she knows it all. She fucking knows it all. But yeah, Symphony was right. Like he was last season about a lot of shit. No, let me take that back. Last season, I think he was wrong when he did not tell Rock about the arrest and picking Kanan up from the precinct. Nope, I think that was wrong. But anyway, Raquel's been wrong with how she treats him. She's so hot and cold with him. It's too much. So I'm team Symphony when it comes to their like relationship or whatever. So Marvin goes to his anger management class. This Negro really thought that he could walk in and just sign in and fucking sit down. So the lady was like, The counselor was like, you gonna be in this class. If not, I'm gonna call the courts and your ass gonna be clank, 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 locked up again. I think that this is gonna be Marvin's new love interest. And I think it's gonna be good for him because she's a regular chick. She seems like a wholesome, nice, good woman. And there's some interesting things that can come from this. So I'm excited to see where this goes, how they play it, what's gonna happen, etc., etc. Sorry, y'all. I'm laughing at my notes. So at the studio, we got Lulu and the crew. We got Lulu, Camacho, Jessica. I think Famous was there too. And in walks Lulu's. No. So they're arguing again about freaking Famous. You know what I mean? And then in walks Lulu's new love interest. Listen, y'all, I'm calling it already. The chick is his love interest. I already know how they're gonna play it. It is what it is. So I should say his new artist for right now. I'll say his new artist comes in and lays a couple tracks down, whatever. Like I told y'all earlier, in the studio, I wasn't really feeling her vocals, but I felt like in the car, she sounded way better than she did. Way better than she did in the studio. She definitely was giving Cassie vibes in the studio. So Jukebox walks in, right? And she gives the girl this look. And I really could not understand like what the look was, what it meant, what it was trying to portray. So I initially thought she was like a look of, ooh, who is this? I'm attracted to her. Who is this chick? But then I was also like, ooh, it could be a sign of jealousy. Like, who the hell is this chick in the booth singing, over me? Like, I should be up in there. I don't know I can't call it. I don't know what to make of it, but it's one of the two. So only time will tell. But what do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all took from it and what y'all thought in that scene and in that moment. Let's see. So we find out that Jess and Crown Camacho is smashing. And I'm just like, Jessica, I tried to defend your ass last season, heifer, because I felt like Lulu was also disrespectful to her in certain moments last season and it wasn't warranted. Excuse me. So I tried to give her some grace, especially last season. But to see that she is smashing Crown Camacho and not smashing Lulu, baby. You picking the wrong D. That's all I know. Apparently, Crown has a job opportunity for her out in California, but she's not sure she's gonna take it. Something is telling me that something bad is gonna happen to Jessica. I don't know if Lou's gonna kill the both of them when he finds out. I hope not, because she doesn't deserve to die. You know what I mean? But something tells me that something might happen to Jessica. I just don't know what. Something's there. Something's brewing, right? Something is definitely brewing. Um, so ooh, forgot to put this up there. My baby Unique. And let me tell y'all why I love Unique before we get off this video. I like Unique because if you go back to last season, and I recently rewatched last season, coach, so it's pretty, fresh in my mind. When you go back to last season, right? Unique was a fair and somewhat level-headed person in the beginning of the season. He was fair. He even gave up some of his corners for Rock when they had their little meeting. He was very fair. He didn't want no drama. He wanted to be cool, calm, and collected, right? It was Kanan's knucklehead ass that thought he was about that life, right? Thought he was about that life. Kanan's ass is the one that effed it up and killed Buck 20 and did all this shit. And it was a whole bunch of shit. So a lot of stuff that happened that went left is because of Rock and her crew. So all he could do is retaliate. Like, it's not, I feel like everything Unique did last season was pretty much justified. It was retaliation. Now, I didn't like how last season he was going to shoot up the talent show situation, whatever, the open mic night, whatever the fuck it was, with the kids performing. But other than that, I feel like every other move that he made last season was definitely justified. So either way, that's why I like him. And I think he's attractive. But yeah. So I think next we have these two. Yep. So Kanan and Rock are having a conversation. He's finally about to be vulnerable and open up to her and just tell her how he really feels, about the situation, how scared he is. It's just he doesn't think he's cut out for this shit. And she gives him this politically correct answer. I don't remember even what the hell she said to him, to be honest. I ain't write it down, but she just manipulated the crap out of her son, per usual. And I'm just like, Rock, you are a shitty ass mom. You are so freaking shitty. Like, why are you like this to your only child? Your only child, you're like this. Like, why? So like I said, y'all, she fake comforted him and it's okay, baby, it's gonna be okay, and and I'm gonna protect you. Well, all this bullshit she said to him. I ain't really effing with Rock so much. I'm really not effing with her this season. Um, so her phone rings and we see that she picks it up. It turns out it was Detective Howard because we later see that she meets up with him at the park. And she's just like, what do you want, Detective Howard? Chow, 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 chow. That's gonna be some shit. It's about to be some shit for real. Like, Rock thought she had enemies last season. Oh, she gonna have enemies this season, like for sure, for sure. So that conversation, we'll see that next week as far as Rock and Howard's conversation. So that should be quite interesting. And then at the end of the episode, my baby, I thought I had the picture. My baby got out of jail. He got out of jail. And I'm so freaking excited. Now, I am surprised that they released him from jail like on episode 1. I thought we were going to see at least a couple episodes of him in jail, but they have him out. They're wasting no time, which is cool. That lets me know the writers are wasting no time. They getting the shit crack-a-lacking and it's about to be on and popping. And I'm okay with that. So my baby is out of jail. But guess who was spying on him and watching him from his car? No, Marvin. Sorry, y'all. I'm just fucking up, talking too fast. Marvin is in the car spying on Unique. And I'm just like, how the hell did you find out? But someone on the panel last night on Lamont's channel was saying that they probably found out from his lawyer. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. So this is interesting. I don't know if I should say this just yet. Maybe this is premature. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna wait until we see some things. We're gonna wait till the ball rolling, and then I can start to give y'all my intellectual predictions for the season. So we'll wait till about episode 3 before I start making some predictions for real, for real. But there's a couple things, a couple people that I'm nervous about that might not make it out alive this season, y'all. But that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Please, again, like and subscribe. Please, you guys, it really helps me and the growth of my channel. It goes a really long way. I rate this episode, let's see. I think it was a good season opener for sure. I really do think it was a good season opener. So I rate the episode, I'll give it a B plus. I'll give it a B plus. You guys let me know what you guys think of the episode in the comment section. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.